Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. I am Van, and we are all the LFR family. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. Just hit that like button, and we can move forward. I want to say first, Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas. I pray that you and your family had an amazing celebration. I pray that you aren't in pain. I pray that you aren't suffering with anything. And if you are, just do me a favor and read 1 Corinthians 10:13. Read that for me. Was it second? It's Second Corinthians 10:13. There have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above which you are capable, but will provide a door to escape so that you will be able to bear it. Pretty much letting us know that there's nothing new under the sun that anybody go through. Don't think that you're special simply because you have an ailment, because you lost a family member, because you lost a pet, because you don't have money, the amount of money that you feel you deserve to have. None of us have what we deserve to have, not even the pain and suffering that we deserve to have based off of the sins that we put out into this world. So I just want y'all, before we move forward and making sure that we are healed, yes, we can get into the to our bag of the Bible and all that other stuff, right? But we must first check ourselves. We must first understand that God bless us with grace and mercy. Okay, a lot of grace and a lot of mercy. What's grace? Um, Grace is when we receive way more blessings than we deserve. None of us are good enough, if you really think about it, to have that beautiful family that we have, that amazing house that we have, the cars that we drive, all the blessings that we have in our lives. Don't think that you're good enough for that, that you deserve that. You don't deserve that. You really don't. None of us do. For real. That's grace. That's God's grace. That's showing us that you are my child. And because you are my child, I'm going to give you the best of the best of the best of the best, even if you don't deserve it, even if you have sinned, even if you got lust in your heart, even if you smoke a little bit of weed, like I wish I can daggone smoke. Oh, I wish I could smoke it. Oh my God, I wish I could smoke it. Y'all just don't know. You talking about smiling through your damn pain? Woo! I am smiling through my pain. And it's not that I am hooked on weed. It's just simply I have a lot of stuff that goes through my mind. And weed does something where it silence a whole lot of anxiety, things that I could be thinking about. It's not things that I'm worrying about, but my mind is just going 1,000 miles a minute. And I'm just always thinking about something. And one thing that weed does, it allows me to calm down and just focus on one task. Sometimes, though, it makes me lazy as fuck. Okay. But so I try to stay away from it too much. But after I found that abscess on my stomach, and I went to the doctor, and they laid me down like a damn woman and gave me an ultrasound to see what if there was any liquid in the abscess. They couldn't see it, so they put an IV in my arm and put some type of liquid in my arm, and they sent me to receive a CAT scan. And in the CAT scan, it said that I had a 7 millimeter pulmonary nodule on my lungs. And that and I had and when I went to my doctor's appointment, I made sure that my wife was on speakerphone the entire time. Only reason why is because she was concerned. My stomach got the abscess on my stomach got really big, and it was extremely painful for anything to touch it, and it was at my waistline. So my underwears, which was touching it, my pants was touching it, my shirts that was tucked in my everything was touching it, and it hurt, was painful as hell. But I had some of the most amazing conversations with the nurses, with the doctors. That's just the type of person that I am. When I'm around people, I like to find out who they are and show my appreciation for them. All right. I'm gonna get back to the grace and mercy thing. I promise you I'm not leaving that. But I'm just talking about my pain, right? And when I went through the CAT scan and found out that I had something on my lungs, so my wife heard that, she automatically jumped to cancer, right? Cancer. So since it was 7 millimeters, I figured okay, the doctor said it was too small. They don't even worry about it, but we do have to look at you again in 6 months. So in 6 months, 5.5 months now. I will have another CAT scan to see what it looked like and blah, 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 blah. But anyway, because of that scare, I said, I'm just going to stop smoking weed because that more than likely came from smoking. That's what the doctor said anyway. And I wasn't smoking a whole poop ton of weed, but I was smoking probably like a half a J a day, a half a, like 2 or 3 pulls a day. But anyway, if that was enough to give me 7 millimeters, 7 millimeter pulmonary nodule on my lungs, then Van will just chill off of that. And when I go back, I'll see what it is, right? But anyway, so so I'm glad that God blessed me. God blessed me with that pain. God blessed me with that abscess. God blessed me with that abscess, because if it weren't for God, then I wouldn't have seen that abscess on my stomach, right? And I wouldn't have found out that I had that nodule on my lungs, and I wouldn't have stopped smoking weed that could potentially prevent that nodule from getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, because I felt like everything was great inside, that I can continue to smoke. It was nothing physically telling me that I should stop smoking. I wasn't coughing a whole lot. I wasn't very slow to speak. I wasn't slow to think. It wasn't a lot going on with me negatively that will stop me from smoking weed. I want y'all to understand that. I'm extremely healthy. I'm healthy. I drink a poop ton of water. I drink a bunch of water. I drink a bunch of juices. I take care of myself. I exercise a lot. I'm a skinny brother already, but I eat right. You know what I mean? I really take care of myself. So I wouldn't have known about that nodule on my lungs if it weren't for that abscess on my stomach, right? Sometimes that's how God bless us, man. God would, that's how sometimes God will bless us with pain, so that we can have another look, have someone who's trained to look at us, look us over, check us out, tell us what's going on inside of us that we wouldn't have seen if it weren't for that pain, right? Sometimes when we aren't blessed with a career, finances, or something happens in our life, it calls us to focus and slow down doing whatever we were doing before, and just focus on how to move forward and fix issues, right? I would have known to slow down my smoking if it weren't for that pain in my stomach, if it weren't for that ultrasound, if it weren't for that scan. I wouldn't have known at any event. So God blessed me with that. So that's the grace that God put on us. Like he look out for us, protect us from seen and unseen dangers without us even knowing. We don't know if somebody was peeking around our bushes or looking inside our windows or around in our backyard or anything like that, shaking at our door handles. We don't know. We don't know what happened. We were asleep. You know what I mean? We were resting. We were enjoying the protection that God put over us. So that's what I'm talking about. We need to learn how to smile in our pain, because we are far more blessed than we give credit. We are far more blessed than we acknowledge. Most times we complain and we complain and we complain, and we just think about the stuff that we don't have. We think about our lack, and it continues to fuck us up. Look at this country. Look at how divided we are. Look at how somebody could die on a daggone train from somebody trying to protect everybody else. And that person that's trying to protect everybody is demonized. And the person that's trying to demonize other people is humanized. This person didn't know what he was doing. He was out of his mind. He wasn't going to do anything to anybody. He was homeless. He didn't have any money. He didn't have this. It's like the world has flipped. Demons are taking over. And it's high time that we start acknowledging how the good that we have. And if there's anything that's bad in our vicinity, then we need to do something about it, or shut the fuck up, period. But anyway, so God bless us with way more blessings than we deserve. Thank you so much for this super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. You keep up the good work. Much love to you guys. So I want you guys to smile through your pain, because our grace, the grace that God show us, is more than sufficient. All right? Keep that in mind. All right? And then the mercy. The mercy. Oh my gracious, the mercy. Ooh, that's when we aren't punished for what we deserve to be punished for. The stuff that's just swept under the rug that nobody else has seen, but God knows. Nobody else has heard us say, but God knows. We might not have committed the act, but God knows from our heart. You have sinned. If it's in your heart, you have sinned. You all know that. No, this is no late night Bible study or anything like that. I'm just trying to speak to my people. I'm trying to speak to my people who I actually love, and I believe you love me as well. Who I want the best for you, who I believe want the best for me as well, right? So, and thanks, you are just something else. You are something else, Ginger T Crafts. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super chat. All right. So the mercy part. So we aren't punished for the things that we should be punished for. Let me close this out. We aren't punished for the things we should be punished for. And thank you again for the super chat. The things that we think about and have done don't equal we shouldn't be as blessed as we are based off of the shit that we have done in the dark, based off of the things that we have thought about doing, got away with, or people connected to us have gotten away with. It's not only about us, because we are but a seed, but from our seed come branches. And that could be our children, that could be our grandchildren, that could be our friends, that could be anybody that we're connected to. And when we say things to them, spend time with them, and we add to their lives, we water their seeds the same way they do us. We are now connected to them. When we have sex with somebody, we're connected to them. You know what I mean? When we have conversations with people, deep conversations with people, we share our intimate parts of our lives with, we are connected, right? So that's the mercy. We do so much shit that we aren't punished for, but yet we feel we have the gall, we have the nerve to complain about anything. We have the nerve to act as if we don't have way more than we deserve. And that's another issue that's going on in this country. People who feel like they deserve something, like somebody can just go shoot somebody in the face. But then when the police catch them and try to lock them up, the police shouldn't treat him like that. Get off of him. Get off his neck. He can't breathe. You ain't gotta put him in handcuffs. The demon become the good guy. Because people feel entitled to ask for better even if they don't deserve it. We are so fucking spoiled that we feel like everything should be our way, even if we don't deserve it, even when. I'm not going to say if, when. The fact that we do not deserve as much as we're blessed with. And that's why we need to smile through our pain. We're too blessed to complain as much as we do. We're too blessed to fight as much as we do. We're too blessed to think that we're above somebody else. You're not. You're the same as somebody else. You're the same as everybody else. I don't give a damn if you're white, black, Hispanic, Asian. It does not matter. African, it don't matter. I do believe America is better than other countries, but it's not because the people are just humanly, like we deserve more simply because we're Americans. No, it's because we put the work in. It's because people have fought bled, died for what we have, for the Constitution that we run on. We have a phenomenal system. There's a lot of hatred still out there. But some of that hatred is in you. If you quit bullshitting and you acknowledge the truth, you will realize that some of that hatred is in you. And the energy that you receive is coming back simply because you put that shit out there in the atmosphere. You fucking deserve it. That's something you deserve. Sometimes the negative energy that come back to us, that boomerang back to us, that's exactly what it is. It's boomeranging back to us. We deserve it. So let's not get shit twisted, please. Yes, a lot of people in the LFR family, a lot of my supporters, you guys are absolutely amazing. Because of you, my family's Christmas this year was freaking phenomenal. First of all, let me get back to this. Merry Christmas to all of you. I pray that you had a phenomenal Christmas with your families. I pray that you smiled, that you took pictures, that you showed love, that you received love. I pray all of those beautiful things happen to you and your families. But if it did not, if that fairy tale did not fall inside of your home, and the woe is me bullshit, keep it to yourself because you're still blessed. Just want to put that out there. You're still blessed. Although I wish all of those amazing, beautiful, wonderful things happen for you and your family, you don't fucking deserve it. I hope it did happen because it's a phenomenal feeling. It was a phenomenal feeling to wake up this morning next to my wife, to hear her speak to me, kiss me, and then get up, go downstairs, and cook breakfast for the entire family. It was phenomenal that I can take my sweet time in my home, jump in the shower and just get dressed in my little Christmas, get up, go downstairs, wrap gifts last minute, that I'm able to purchase gifts for people. I'm able to look out for people. You mentioned something, the holiday season is coming. I want to bless you and make you smile. And I actually have the resources to go out there to the store and do this for you. Please. And y'all want to fucking complain all the time? Bullshit. I will cuss your ass out and then hug you afterwards because that's how much I love you. Cut the shit. We are far more blessed than we give credit. God's grace and God's mercy is more than enough. And if my cursing bother you, I apologize. Don't mean it, I'm gonna stop. But you're an adult. You can make the decision to no longer listen to me. I wouldn't want that. But if you got to do that, I understand. And also, I want to say this before I say anything else. Angel Trigger Coloris. I don't know if I know I'm not saying your name right, but Angel, you are one of the most beautiful spirits I've ever met in my life. And I have never met you physically, only online. She has been supporting my channel forever. And she is an amazing spirit. She's such a good woman. And she's white. I've never spoken like this about a white woman. Yes, I have. One. Just one other white woman. Her name is Mary Hanlon. She was an engineer for Department of Defense, and she looked out for me. There was some other white women that I met that I work with who were cool, but none of them was Mary Hanlon. Italian, she came from I think her family's from Sicily. She's Sicilian. She used to bake me cookies, bake me cakes. She spoke to the managers to get me moved up in my career. I didn't graduate college. In the federal government, you move up based off of the amount of degrees you have, not the experience you have, which is kind of fucked up because when I actually moved up, I did some amazing work. I was doing the type of work that environmental engineers do, and I was doing it better than them. And I was far from an engineer. Not trying to pat myself on the shoulder. I'm just saying, Mary Hanlon, she was one of the people who made sure that I had the opportunity to do that. And I thank you so much. But to get back to Angel, Angel, you are an amazing young lady, and I really appreciate you. And I pray that you and your family continue to be blessed with all that you have gone through. You just smile and you take care of people and you love on people and you still show up and you bless content creators like myself and others. I appreciate that. Lisa Marie, you're another one. You're always blessing me. You're always blessing other content creators. You're always fighting a good fight online. Yeah, you're just, I don't know how you do it. You got your own family. You're married. You got an amazing family of your own, and you're loving on them, and you still find time to pour into content creators like myself and make sure that we have what we need to continue to move forward. I thank you for that. I really do. There's many other people that I would like to thank, but I'm not going to do that. I just wanted to thank them too, specifically because they are extremely instrumental to myself and other content creators. And it's high time that a lot of content creators look at the people who are helping them and just simply say thank you. Blue Rose, thank you. Shoemaker, thank you. Renee, thank you. Katarina, thank you. B, thank you. You guys are fucking phenomenal. Thank you. Merry Christmas to every one of you. Hopefully you don't miss my message. If you are going through something right now, continue to pray on that thing. Continue to thank God for all of your blessings too. Okay? Whenever you pray, let me tell you something that helped me out a lot. And I don't know if you've read my about me. You're like, Brother Van is always talking about God. Well, I've been in ministry for a long freaking time. And they called me the cussing Christian. The brother that was not trying to make it into heaven, but was simply trying to do God's work the way that he will have me do it. That's it. Don't want anything from it, God. Just let your will be done. Silence me and speak through me. That's it. But we have a tendency, especially us people who are talented, gifted, can sing, can speak. Sometimes we get so arrogant and we believe it's about us. We believe that we are the one that's shifting the atmosphere. We believe that it's us that's bringing people to God. We believe that. We start to think so highly of ourselves, not understanding that we are but a freaking seed. Smile through your pain. Please smile through your pain. If you don't smile through your pain, I hope you have somebody in your life that you love who can slap the shit out you and wake you up just to let you know how blessed you are. That part. All right? The Bible says in the end, what is good will be considered evil. That most certainly sounds like today. Y'all hear me? Do y'all hear me? I love y'all. I appreciate you. You have added to my, you have watered the seed that is now LFR family. Simply put, you have watered the seed that is now Benny Johnson. You have watered the seed that is now Candace Owens. You have watered the seed. You have watered the seed. Continue to do that. But stop watering other people's seed if you're not going to water your own. Stop pouring into other people and seeing the good and the power in other people if you're not going to see it in yourself. Don't think that you're high and mighty and that you deserve it all, but please understand that you are a man and woman of God, shaped in his image. You're created in his image, born in sin, shaped in iniquity, but created in God's image. And you need to know your worth. Okay? Smile through your pain. I don't know what you're going through right now. And I know it's hard, and I know I couldn't deal with it. The arrogance of me to try to say, get over it. I'm not saying get over it. No, 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 no. I'm not. 46 years old. I know everybody got their shit. Period. I know everybody got their stuff. Okay? Not saying get over it. I'm saying together, we can get through it. Because we all have to experience a journey that no other person will experience. You are one of one. As many connections as you have, friends, relatives, you're not living their life and they're not living yours. They don't feel your pains. They don't hear your thoughts, your inner thoughts. They don't hear any of that. They're not a part of your prayers. You add them, you mention them, you pray for them, you pray over them, but they're not a part of your prayers. Some people are praying on your downfall. Some people don't like you, and rightfully so. Some of y'all do stuff that's not likable. I'm sorry, y'all. Some of us do things that's not likable. We say things that's not likable. Not everybody's going to like your ass. And maybe to the world, you aren't handsome. Maybe to the world, you aren't beautiful. But it's not about the world. Be not of this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. We are not of this world. We are men and women of God. That's it. And how you choose to live, that's your business. But make sure you acknowledge that God is the reason, not only for this season, Christmas, but he is the reason for every part of your being. Okay? Just know that. Regardless if you believe in Jesus Christ or not. I'm not trying to preach Jesus here. I'm not trying to preach anything. I'm not a pastor. I'm not a preacher. I went to school for it. I spoke to my pastor, my then pastor, and I told him, I believe I'm being called to preach the word of God. And I went to school for it. I've done a couple of sermons. I've ministered at many places. Like at my job, I ministered. I'm talking about I've given a word at my job, at my old job before YouTube. You guys in YouTube allowed me to leave my job and do this full time. But I did a lot. I sang a lot, praise and worship, all of that stuff. But I'm not saying all that to try to put a badge on my shoulder and say I'm at a position where I can give you this information. Look, I got the certificate. I'm not saying that. I kind of am, but I'm just trying to let you know that this is not new to me. Okay? It's not new to me. All right? But the reason why I brought it up is because I enjoy being used by God. I don't mind being a servant of God. I don't mind being a servant. Matter of fact, serving is better than receiving. Giving is always better than receiving. Not always. I mean, if he's talking about sex, a lot of times it's better to get, receive than to give. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all too old for it. Y'all like, man, I ain't gotten busy in a long time. Don't you start talking about that, man. Don't tell me what the damn talk about. We all adults. All right. All right. So sometimes it's not better to give than to receive. But even in sex, it's really better. If you learn how to give, if you learn to appreciate giving more than you receive, even in sex, you will enjoy sex a lot more. Trust me on that. I promise you. And it's not about learning. It's just if you actually enjoy the act, you got to actually enjoy it. Make sure you love the person and married to him and blah, 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 all the responsible stuff. Van is crazy. Van, what's going on with you, brother? You are nuts. Thank y'all so much for the super chats. Oh my gracious. Let me see. Okay. But y'all are absolutely amazing people, and I want y'all to believe in yourselves, and I want y'all to continue to give God all glory and honor for all the things that He do in your life, good, bad, or ugly. It does not matter. You are here. You are living in a day that's so unique, so unique. You've never seen this day before. You never will again. Hopefully, you enjoyed it as if you will never see it again. Hopefully, you appreciated every single person you came in contact with as if you would never see them again, because we don't know. We don't fucking know. We gotta treat people right. It doesn't matter your freaking race, your political, the side that you support the most, who you voted for. Like I see some Christians, man. Some of you say some of the nastiest shit about the other side because you know that you got a gang behind you. You know, I got my crew with me. I got MAGA behind me. What you gonna say? Plus, I can back it up with facts. Fuck you. Y'all get real bold. Relax with that just a little bit. Continue to hold people accountable. I'm not saying don't hold people accountable. If they get nasty and want to fight, then you get nasty and fight. If that's in your spirit, if that's what you want to do, that's what I do. You know, I'm never going to change. I just improve. I'm always going to be the Van that grew up in Southeast DC, that was raised like a freaking pit bull from my brother Donnie and my brothers Leonard and Wayne. All of us was there. My cousin Nucciano. All of us had to experience the same shit every single day. As a matter of fact, Nucci used to whoop our ass. We were all the same age, by just off by 1 year, but Nucci used to whoop our ass. Yeah. Nucci was from Langston Lane. Langston Lane was nasty. One way in, one way out. Southeast. Yeah. Nucci's life was so nasty that at one point he had to serve his mother so nobody else would serve her. Think about that. I'm not serving my mother because I'm trying to get rich off selling drugs. I'm selling this drug to my mother because I don't want her going to another person in the neighborhood who would do her dirty, who would sell her something that can potentially kill her, who will rob her and potentially take something from her. You feel me? She has 6 boys. He was the oldest. And his mom was outside, completely locked into that drug called crack cocaine. She is good now. To God be the glory. But I'm just saying, that's the life that he had to live. He couldn't afford to go to school every day and just pay attention to school. He had to get out there and do something to take care of them in that neighborhood, because that's what that neighborhood was. You couldn't leave that neighborhood without walking past a whole slew of people who are selling or buying. And that's just a gang that he got into. Since I wasn't around Langston Lane, I was around 3rd and Livingston Road. Well, I really never, because my father was on drugs, I always said that I would never be involved with drugs, period. But he went through it too. I was getting somewhere with this. Fuck. Damn, man. Y'all should just tell me, Vans, stay on task, man. Because my mind is not nearly as sharp as it once was. Not nearly as sharp as it once was. Thank y'all so much for the super chats. I appreciate you. Merry Christmas to you all. I pray that you had an amazing, phenomenal Christmas. But the whole point of this talk is to tell you guys to smile through your pain. And by smiling through your pain, I simply mean give God praise, glory, and honor for the grace and mercy that He has bestowed upon your life. Because you don't deserve all them blessings. And you have you if all of your sins was tallied up, how well would you be doing right now? Hmm? How would the relationships in your family be right now? I'm just saying, we get away with some things. We have some thoughts. See somebody walk by, be like, look at her back pockets. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Having thoughts. It be in our heart. But you guys are absolutely phenomenal, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All of these super chats, y'all are so phenomenal. Thank you so much. I don't know why you guys are that. Listen, let me tell you something. I asked God for a long time because of Myron Golden. If you ever want to check out his YouTube channel, Myron Golden, the brother said, pray this prayer and you will find out exactly what God had put you on this earth to do. The prayer goes like this: Dear Lord, give me the wisdom to do the thing you put me on this earth to do in a way that pleases you and serve the people you will have me to serve. Dear Lord, give me the wisdom to do the thing that you put me on this earth to do in a way that pleases you and serve the people you will have me to serve. So now I got my camera on and I am talking, which a lot of you should consider doing. Because the wisdom and the knowledge and the beautiful spirits that come from you all, if you can see it from my vantage point, if you can see you all through my periphery, look at me using SAT words. Y'all didn't know I had them words, did you? Fuck you. You're racist. Don't be thinking I ain't got no big. If you thought I didn't have periphery in my bag, then you're racist. It's time to check yourself, Jack. It's okay. I'm racist sometimes too. I really am. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you are racist though and you hate black people, just let me know. That way I can make the decision not to fuck with you. Don't tell me that you like black people and then I end up coming to one of your parties or cookouts, and next thing you know, I'm set up, and I gotta deal with some bad people. Tell me who you are and let me decide, god damn it. Because according to my wife, I'm racist, I'm homophobic, I'm a xenophobe. Yeah, she's a Democrat. So everything she calls me, everything, I'm always an ist or phobe to my wife. My wife is a Democrat, Kamala supporter. We had a Kamala sign in our freaking yard, and I could not tell it. When I said Kamala sign in the yard, I thought I heard some footsteps. I promise my wife got a damn ghost, like a ghost security guard or something down this bad boy just listening in. Like, soon as he say something, act like you coming down the stairs. Like, serious, listen, listen. Okay, she not coming. But my wife says I'm racist. She says I'm a homophobe. She says I'm a transphobe. And she says I'm a xenophobe. And she says I'm many things. And I'm like, so what the fuck? I don't care. It is what it is. I'll be that. You hear me? So if you are any of those things, if you believe you're any of those things, but be that. Like, be who you are. Stop fucking trying to change for the rest of the world. I'm not. I'm 46 years old. I'm not changing for shit. I think I might not get into heaven. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I might not get into heaven, but maybe I'm not supposed to get into heaven. Maybe this is all about, while I'm here, serve God as best as you can, and then we'll worry about the end in the end. Okay? But I don't worry about anything, because if I pray about it, I'm not worrying about it. And if you worry about it, don't pray about it. They cancel each other out. In order to pray about it, you got to have that faith in you. Hebrews 11:1. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You got to have that. You got to have that faith right here in your chest. Ladies, you got to have it in your titty. Huh? You got to have that faith in your titties. That's what you got to have. God dang it. Just letting you know. I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. You know what I mean? You got to have that faith. If you're going to pray about it, no point in worrying about it. If you're going to worry about it, don't pray about it. Because you're telling God that I really don't believe you. I'm still going to be scared. Okay. God be like, then don't waste my damn time. Get off my line. Why you calling me again? What the hell? Why you keep on calling me, bro? Sheesh. Crazy as hell. Get off my line if you're going to continue to worry about it. If you're going to have faith in me that I got you, give it to me. Tell me about it and leave it be. Move the fuck on. I know that ain't God saying that. Listen, the blasphemy, y'all like, man, you're a good guy. Oh, maybe he's not a good guy. I'm not here to appease anybody. I'm just letting you know that right now. And also, I just wanted to let you guys know, if you're going through something right now, smile through your pain. Continue to give it to God and believe that he will take care of it. Okay? Continue to give it to God, believe that he will take care of it. And let's see how this thing go. And in the meantime, in between time, you continue to love life, show love to as many people as possible. And try to figure out what you're supposed to learn in these situations. Like, don't take for granted that you are experiencing this pain. Like, it might be for something. Y'all know how we experience so many hardships, and then when it's time for our children to experience that hardship, we've been there already, and now we can explain it to them in a way that they can avoid it themselves. It's always something to learn or gain from our pain and our hardships. We know this already. I told you guys, just in case you're not already LFR family, make sure you like this video, subscribe to this video, share some clips of it if you like. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to leave some information that if my children see this, they can get something. They can gain something from my videos. I don't know how long I'm going to live. When I saw that pulmonary nodule on my lungs, and it's only 7 millimeters, bro, relax. It's benign. Chill. It's nowhere near what you think it could potentially be. Go ahead and smoke your weed. Smoke as many of it as possible. Smoke more. Shout out to my X people. My people on X, y'all are so freaking dope. If you're not already following me on X, it's LFR Family. Follow me on X. And the conversations that we've been having lately are so amazing, man. Are so amazing. Guys, thank y'all so much for the super chats, for the love, for the comments, for the back and forth. Y'all are so dope. Love one another the best you can. God's journey for us may be hard, but we listen to God. We'll get through it. Absolutely. Absolutely. 1000%. Thank you so much. I about died and peed my pants. Yeah, my wife probably do have ghost security down this joint. I'm not playing, man. Like, it's for some strange reason, whenever I say the wrong thing, I just say something that I'm not supposed to say. Because I don't know. I'm the man in this damn house. I say whatever the hell I want to say. I wear the daggone pants in here. She better shut up and make me a sandwich. That's what my wife need to do. She ain't gonna tell me to do shit. I do whatever the hell I want to do. I'm a man. Huh? Better shut your ass up. I hope my wife don't watch this. Dear Lord. Lord, please don't let my wife watch this. Please don't let none of her friends watch it, none of her co-workers, none of her cousins. I watched Van's podcast last night, and he said, you need to shut the fuck up and make him a sandwich. I ain't say that. I got to delete this joint. Y'all about to get me in trouble, man. Ah, Lord. But God blessed me with this wife. So I know who my wife is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So yeah, accept who you are. Accept who you are. You know what I mean? But let me tell you something. I'm gonna let y'all know this right now. I gotta let y'all know this. Um, I'm black. Just want you to know that I'm black. Like I'm black. I still get, I get a little sensitive when I hear somebody that's not black say nigga. I still get sensitive when I hear that. Like I'm like, what the what? Y'all just gonna for real? But then I think, fan, you're you're more mature than that. You're smarter than that. You're not as emotional as you once was. But I can acknowledge that certain things trigger me. That does still trigger me. So I'm saying that to say this. I'm not telling you not to say it around me. I am telling you that if you do say it around me, you might get smacked in the mouth. I might get my ass whooped, but I get triggered off of it. I'm gonna try to punch you in the face. I still have a beer with you afterwards. Just gonna say, look, bro, I didn't mean to. Listen, I apologize. Didn't mean to. Look, you said it. You said it. Get your ass up. Let's go get some oysters together. Let's go get some fries and some wings. You know what I mean? Just let you know. We all got our triggers. Um, yeah. So the N words does still bother me. I don't know why. I'm trying to get over it. Also, trying to kick weed is very difficult for me. Trying to get over weed is very difficult for me. So y'all are my therapist too. So just let you know that you didn't sign up for this, but it is what it is. Trying to get over weed is very difficult. My family on X, they've been helping me out a lot with that, and they've given me a lot of information. Just let me know all of one day at a time bullshit and blah 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 bullshit sugar honey iced tea. Um, and I believe it. It's one day at a time. Everything is. Um, it's acceptable to say whatever you want, ninja, whatever you want to say. Say whatever you want to say. Just know that just like anything in life, we are all adults. Just understand this. Just like anything in life, there's going to be consequences. So if somebody do get triggered and shoot you, stab you, punch you, try to drive you, run you over with the car, or just cuss you out, or just give you mean looks for you doing anything or saying anything. If you say that you don't like gay marriage around people who are gay and they look at you in a disgusting type of way, expect that. Common sense will tell you that these gay people don't want to hear that bullshit from you. But if you're clearly saying it within earshot and you want them to hear it, then you clearly don't care if something pop off. If you haven't had that thought, then maybe you should shut the fuck up and not say it in the first place. But if you don't care and you don't mind starting the conversation, then say whatever you want to say. You know what I mean? It's that simple. Cause and effect. In life, there will be consequences, good and bad. You feel me? So everybody got their triggers. You know what I mean? Just like I wouldn't walk up to a white person and say, "You cracker ass cracker. Look at your cracker ass. A cracker. A cracker. Why would I do that? Although most white people will probably think it's hilarious. And some will get offended. But if I go up to a white person and intentionally try to insult them, then I need to be ready for the consequences, whatever that may be. If I go up to a Chinese person, I say, ching, ching, ching a ping, ching, ding a ling. What the fuck? Why would I just start ching and pinging because I see a Chinese person? If I go up to an in the 7-Eleven and say, "Oh, thank you, welcome to my Quickie Mart. Dilly, 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 red dot, red dot, red dot, ding-a-ling, red dot." Why would I go up in the 7-Eleven and start talking about, "Welcome to my Quickie Mart, Quickie Mart. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, yo, quickie." Why would I do that? It makes absolutely no sense. Hmm? Why would I walk up to an African person and say, my brother, you, my brother, welcome, my brother, welcome, my brother. Why would I do that to a fucking African? Why would I do that? Then I clearly don't mind what they're about to say. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I just want us to think before we do anything or say anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. I don't want to walk up to somebody's kid that looks underdeveloped mentally and start making sounds and call them something that begins with an R and ends with an "ard." You know what I mean? Why would I do that? So, damn, where was I going with this? Smile through your pain. Put God first. Think about what you say out your mouth. And let's continue to join hands and come together and just be better people if we can. All right. Merry Christmas, guys. I hope you had an amazing Christmas. I promise you I'm not slow. Something is wrong with me sometimes. It is what it is. You see what Doc Holliday said? You need to ask the Chinese person if they know Kung Fu first. First of all, that's ignorant as hell. Okay? All Chinese people know Kung Fu. Everybody knows that. The fuck? I haven't met a Chinese person yet that don't know karate. See, and that's what my wife be talking about right there. That's what my wife be talking about. That see, that's what my wife be talking about. All right, babe, you was right. I might be a little bit of a xenophobe. She was right again. Wife being right. Whoop de friggin' do. Yeah. She might have a point, Lisa Marie. She might have a point. she might have a point. Okay. God is love, all that stuff. I want to share this with y'all right quick, guys. I pulled this up to just share with y'all. There's a couple of scriptures that I see. And that's it. All right. So Isaiah 53. You see this right here? Isaiah 53, 4-5. Can you see this? It says, it describes Jesus taking on our pain and suffering and offering healing through his wounds. Matthew 11, 28-30. Jesus invites those who are weary and burdened to come to him for rest. 2 Corinthians 1, 3-4. This is where God is the Father of compassion and the God of all comfort. Okay. Romans 8:28. It asserts that God works all things together for good, even suffering. Okay. And Psalm 23, the well-known shepherd psalm, offering comfort and reassurance. And I want you guys to go read these for yourself. You like, completely up to you. As I said before, some people call me the cussing Christian before. It is what it is. I don't accept that. I am just Van. You are just you. Renee is just Renee. Lisa is just Lisa. Angel is just Angel. Shoemaker is just Shoemaker. We are just us. All right. We work together so that this world, this country could be a better place. You know what I mean? Our household first, neighborhood second, community next, and then city, and then state, and blah, 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 blah. We span out. We do what we can. But we ain't got to go be any freedom fighters. We don't have to take advantage of a certain racial group in order to be financed or to sway elections or anything like that. Also, I wanted to say this one other thing. Trump is a fucking beast. Trump is a beast. Hear me out on this. What I mean by beast, I mean good. I mean strong. I mean, he is powerful, bro. Do y'all understand? Trump went up against the United States government by himself. His lawyers was turning on him. His vice president turned on him. People in his cabinet was turning on him. Everybody was turning on him. The federal government used their three-letter agencies to try to lock this man up, and he beat them. The biggest attorneys in the world, in the United States, was trying to take this brother down and rob and just take all of his money from his bank account. He beat them. The most coolest, biggest, baddest presidents in the world coming together as a daggone super group. Transformers. Throwing as much blows and punches as possible. He beat them. They tried to silence his voice. They tried to silence your voice. Anything that Trump said that was repeated by anybody was hit with a warning and a strike and a violation of community guidelines on every single social media platform. And now we can say whatever we want to say and get our word out there. Trump beat them. And that's just the beginning of it. They tried to silence us. Your favorite content creators were demonetized. Your favorite content creators. Back in 2017, don't know if you remember, but when they were mentioning the Biden laptops on Twitter, they were losing their accounts. You couldn't say anything about it because it's not true. It's Russian disinformation. Shut up or get off our platforms. They kicked this dude off of the biggest platform of communication, which was Twitter at the time. And he had to go off of his own, which was Truth Social, which he's still on and he's still kicking butt on, and a lot of you are on as well. And he beat them. This dude got billionaire friends that believed in him enough to purchase Twitter and allow people to communicate how they want to communicate so that Trump could get his word out there without violating community guidelines. He beat them. Bruh. I just want to see if y'all are picking up what I'm putting down here. Anybody with a brain can see how much this dude was violated with all the rights, with our Constitution and everything. They did not give a damn. It was popular to go against him and shut him down and shut him up, so everybody just decided to do it, and they did. He beat them. When protesters marched on Capitol Hill in J6, they had forewarning that it was going to happen. Trump reached out to them and let them know there will be a lot of people on the mall, on the Capitol Mall, on this day. You might want to bring your National Guards. You might want to bring a couple of military guys there to make sure things don't get out of hand. No, we will never do that because we don't want you to try to put us in a position where you get the grandstand and have the military. It's not going to be something good to look at. The optics will be off. We're not doing it. Screw you. We're not doing it. Okay. They even installed FBI informants to not only be there with the J6ers, put the jump start the bullshit if it doesn't go far fast enough. They installed them to jumpstart the bullshit just in case things didn't pop off fast enough. Just in case things didn't go far fast enough. They installed their own people to get it popping. Bro, they did whatever they could. They tried to kill this man. They let the dude climb on the roof while the Secret Service agents were facing his direction. They let him put a ladder up against the building with a backpack, climb up that bad boy, crawl up on the roof, set up his gun, threat, mm, mm, crack his neck, eat a snack, and then fire shots. And they acted like they didn't see it. Everybody was working in one accord. They put the most unprofessional, mentally challenged agents on him that day who didn't know what the hell to do. They didn't know what the hell to do. This happened on purpose. He beat them. Trump is a beast. That nigga's a badass. And that's the reason why so many people who never voted for Republicans before voted Republican. That's the reason. It's not because he was spewing hate. That's what they would try to put on you. That he hate. People don't move in the way of hate. We usually move in the way of love. He exposed them. And we listened. And he wouldn't have been able to do that if they would have silenced our voices the way that they tried to do. Think about that, man. It's much bigger than people just accepting a new ideology. It's much bigger than that. So for any Democrat or black person that look at me in my Christmas garb and call me a coon or any other word you want to call me, bro, fuck you. Respectfully. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all think. Excuse my French. You didn't know I was bilingual, did you? Huh? Well, now you do. So yeah. All right. So one other thing I want to say, you guys, is keep on reaching out to me with the word coach. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. I am still coaching people with this content creation stuff. I have some people, a bunch of people that have done some phenomenal things. I see that giving back in that way is helping as well. It's helping other people. It's just giving them knowledge and better understanding of content creation and just to be themselves. And the only way I can teach somebody to do that is by simply being myself. So if you see that Van is cursing, or Van is talking about this, or Van shows up with a damn do-rag over his locks. I do whatever I want to do respectfully, as long as I'm not violating somebody else. Why? Because I'm 46 years old and I try to move responsibly. But one thing I won't do is kiss anybody's ass or try to play a role for more money, fans, or anything like that. Okay. All right. But a lot of you guys, from what I see, ought to consider doing content creation yourself. If you got a phone, you can start today. Recording yourself, just putting out them facts that you got in your head and that big old head you got, big old meat bone head you got, head big as hell. Can't fit no hats. I never seen a head as big as yours. Big ass head. Big old Mack truck head looking ass. Big old Dodge Durango head looking ass. Big old Ram truck head looking ass. Big old Ford Bronco neck looking ass. Head like a rocket. Stick your finger in the socket. Punk mother effer named kid. That came from House Party. Don't know if y'all noticed this or not, man, but it's really hard to not smoke weed. But I'm doing it. I'm trying my best, guys. Continue to pray for me. I will continue to pray for you. And also, don't forget to reach out to me if you want to try some content creation and you want to learn from the best. I'm not the best. I'm far from the best, but I'm pretty damn good. I'm pretty damn good. All right. I got a course that I created that's in my descriptions. I'm extremely proud of it. The people who have taken it and are now in my private Facebook group and meet with me 3 to 5 days out of the week, they let me know on a daily basis that they enjoyed the course, and in comparison to a lot of other people, we kicking ass. All right. I would love to have y'all on the team. I'm about to start having some LFR family creators, people who work under me, and I teach you the ropes. And if you become a VIP, you will have your own editors and everything. We'll make sure we take care of you from beginning to end. All right. Love y'all. I'm about to go take my black ass to sleep. Hopefully you got something from this live stream. Thank you so much for all of the people who communicated respectfully to one another. Thank you so much who participated. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you and your families once more. And prayerfully, you're in a good headspace, heart space, spirit space. You know what I mean? And to all my blues, thank y'all so much. Y'all are absolutely phenomenal. And for everybody who went the extra mile and bought me a coffee or submitted a super chat, thank you so much. And for everybody who decided to move forward and look at my course, thank you so much. And that's pretty much it. Love y'all. I'll see y'all on the next live stream. All right. And I had a good time. All right. Peace.